Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Still a little bit smoky, but not as bad as yesterday. Otherwise, it's supposed to be nice all day. Now, 21.7. That's nice. Okay, now, what we got to do here is we got two more little pieces of railing we got to put on yet. I know from back there where you are at wide angle lens, you can't see this too good, but we'll try not to take up too much time at it. But on the other hand, I was thinking about that this morning, and a little while ago I came to the model table and I was sort of putting stuff away that I didn't need to have out and what have you. In other words, I was setting the scene. Yeah. So anyway, I was thinking this build is going very, very slow, and then I thought, well, let's say I was to finish it tomorrow, then what am I going to do? The whole idea of this model making hobby, as far as I'm concerned, is, especially for older adults like me, it's to give us something to do, so that we just have something to think about, for people that like to make things with their hands like I did down in my workshop and what have you. Take a little piece of wood that was useless and make a pen out of it, like this black palm wood that Tennessee Jim sent me. It was nice to take that piece of wood and end up making a pen that's useful and meaningful. It's not like you can go out and you can buy something at the dollar store. You can buy a pen at the dollar store that's going to work just as good. Well, almost as good. But that's not the point. The point is to give yourself something to do, and that's what this build is. It just gives me something to do, and I don't have to finish it tomorrow. I just have to have something to occupy my mind, especially in the wintertime. And I think it's probably that way with most of you. When you stop to think of it, what good is a model except to look at it and appreciate it? And when you look at it, you might remember, oh yeah, I remember when I worked on that little part and all the problems it gave me and stuff like that. It's kind of we human beings are so strange, Okay. All right. There, we're ready for you-know-who. Now, there's going to be a bit of well, I wouldn't say it's a surprise, because probably a lot of you heard Maxim saying that he was going to bring over their new little kitten. They got a new calico cat. Well, I won't talk about it too much. I've just seen it just momentarily. I saw it when they brought it home yesterday from where they got it. Now, I could have had one as well. They apparently they had several of them out there, and they all looked like the one you're going to see. And I could have had it, and I would have gotten one, except a cat, especially a younger cat, it's going to be up on the table, and it's going to be, cats are curious, and they would take something like this and they would flick at it, and they get their claws caught in the railing and break it off, and because they're cats. That's what cats do. I remember one cat we had. We didn't have it very long, and one of the kids brought it home. It was sort of a semi-stray, you might say. We knew where it came from, and it was sort of it was either a case of somebody takes it or it's going to get put down. So one of the kids brought this cat home, and I liked the cat. It was probably about a year old, maybe a little older, but it was a fantastic jumper. And it would jump from the floor up onto the kitchen counter, and then on top of the fridge, and then from the top of the fridge, it would go on the top of there was a bit of a ledge on top of the kitchen cupboards, and it would walk all along this ledge back and forth, and and it drove my wife crazy. She didn't like the idea of this cat, and then it shed, and it had extremely fine hair. And I remember one time I was this is back when the living room wasn't the mess it's in now, and I was sitting on the couch, which was right about where the clock is, and and there was sort of like a sunbeam, or I guess you'd call it, coming through the window, and I saw this hair, cat hair, floating through the air. It wasn't going up and it wasn't going down. It was just slowly moving through the room. And I thought, oh my goodness. Well, we had to get rid of the cat. But cats jump on things. And that's why I didn't get it. Otherwise, I'd have got it. It'd be sort of, it's not that big of an expense. You just got to take it to the vet and get its shots. And these little kittens, they were giving them away. Yeah. So, okay, enough about animals. I think this animal better get busy here and get some railing on. And it shouldn't be hard. Don't think either of these pieces have to be bent. You can barely see them right there and there. No, I don't think they have to be bent at all. So we'll just be using the holder dowers and get them in place, and I think they're going to go pretty good. So let's get at it. There is smoke in the air, but it's not as bad as yesterday. It actually, if you look outside right now, it looks. I can't see any haze, you might say, in the sky like I could yesterday. It was bad. Yeah, poor old Canada. It's having a real problem with forest fires. I don't know if it's been the worst. I don't know if it's the worst it's ever been since the beginning of time, but I don't think so. Yeah, so like I was talking about heat. Apparently, in 1936, we had a super hot day here when a sort of a heat wave moved in. We've had other hot days, but when you get a really hot day and it gets up around 100 degrees Fahrenheit here in Winnipeg, and it does, you think, oh my goodness, this is terrible. The world is coming to an end. I think I mentioned that, but it's happened before, and it'll happen again. Now I know things do slowly change. I know that well, at least I have been told that where we are right now in Winnipeg, it used to be a huge lake. And that's one of the reasons why this area is so flat. It used to be a lake bed. And I remember my grandfather, he had a farm about, I'll give it to you in miles. And as the crow flies, I guess it's just a little over about 110 miles northwest of Winnipeg. And one time he was, I don't know how he came across it, but he came across a fossil of some sort of a little sea creature, and he gave it to the museum here in Winnipeg. Yeah, you can tell that years ago there used to be a lake here, a seabed. So things do change, but extremely slow. We could have another ice age here, but not in my lifetime. I don't need to worry about it. My goodness. Let's get at this thing. Okay, we're getting closer to actually doing something here. But when I was setting this down, I'm noticing it's a little bit on the, I was going to say flimsy side. In other words, when I put my holder downer on, it's going to push down on here. Let's see if we can't make an adjustment here. This might be thick enough to sort of support. What's underneath there? Yeah, it's basically flat. That's what I thought. Now that'll help. Maybe I should have a little weight or something. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, I don't want this to move at all, actually. You know, something like this, just to, it would not necessarily that, but but you get the idea. Sometimes very, very simple things can be. There, that holds it. That holds it good. I was going to straighten this out so that it's square, but what's the difference, right? Okay, let's see if we can get our railing to fit in there. I think it probably will. It'd be nice if the stanchion would actually go up against the edge of the gun tub, and I could glue it that way. Well, let's just see how things are going to go here. Now, I think it almost will. Let's recompose. Where's the macro lens? Good morning.
Hello, Uncle Ron.
Oh my goodness, isn't that sweet?
Rainey wanted me to put the coat on so I didn't drop the cat, and I put a vest on so she wouldn't scratch my chest.
Okay, I'll let you hang on to her and I'll do the camera work. No,
I'll pick her up, Ron.
You want me to pick her
I
up?
want you to
but
pick her
then
up.
I'm going to want one.
Don't let her fall down. Pick her up.
Meow. Oh.
That's your Uncle Ron. Missy will tell you he's the source of all good things. I wonder how much she weighs.
I don't know. Do you think she'd stay on there long enough? Let's find out.
She says, "Oh, this place smells wonderful."
Okay, let's see how much. No, she won't get all four paws on there at the same time.
It was a noble effort.
You'd have to have a little cat bed or something, and weigh the bed and put her in it. When she's asleep, then subtract the difference.
Here, hold her.
Okay.
Sit down, relax. Let her relax. Put her in your lap. She'll like that. She'll like lying in your lap. Just pet her. You'll hear her purr.
Oh yeah. She likes the taste of my hand. Yeah.
She's licking you and she says yes.
Missy
Missy said you were the source of all good things.
Move the camera in closer. Yeah. Here we go. There, that'll do it.
She'll give the cat.
That might be a little too close. That'd be good, yeah. Yeah.
You must have salt or glue or something.
I don't
on your hand.
know. Yeah, there's something there that she likes to
Or
taste.
you were doing food preparation, maybe.
And I think I washed my hands since I did anything.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, she likes to taste the. Yeah. Well, I was mentioning to the viewers this morning that I wouldn't. Oh, she's got sharp little claws.
She does.
Yeah. Sharp little claws here. Well, aren't you the sweetest little thing?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Well, this is the Missy the dog segment.
Yeah.
I'll take.
Missy and I will pop in
I'll let you.
anyway
I'll let you.
at 9:30.
Oh, you are coming over with Missy.
Oh yeah. But, I'm going to take her out for a walk, and Missy will expect to comment whether the camera is here or not. Now, Rainey was afraid I'd be allergic to her, but I don't think I am. I'm not having any runny eyes or sneezing or coughing or anything.
Yeah. She sure has unusual markings around her eyes.
Yes, it's like her mascara
Yeah.
brand. They've been calling her Meowscara. Well, you went onto the floor, don't you? No, we'll never catch you again. She is fast. She's really fast.
She scampers, eh?
Yeah, and she loves to play. Okay, we'll take you back home again.
All right.
Mommy will be at the door, perspiring and worry.
And her name's Ella?
Ella.
Okay.
Thanks, Uncle Ron.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye, Ella. I'll see you later with Missy.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks, Bill.
you betcha. Well, that was different, wasn't it? That was Ella the cat. Heard a door outside. I think it could be that maybe Missy's gone out. Yeah, Missy's just gone for a walk. So she'll be by any minute. No, the stanchions do not seem to want to. If we did it this way. Yeah, they're just the railing is just slightly too short. Yeah, actually, it's quite a bit too short. I'm surprised. I thought it would have fit better than that. Well, let's get it propped up here now, and I guess we'll be doing the same sort of thing that we did with the other one. I might have to get my angles just right here. Get this whole area closer to me. I'm just reaching over the edge of the model table just a little bit too much for it to feel convenient here.
Morning, Uncle Ron.
Good morning, Missy.
She smells Ella.
Yeah, that's right. She does. Yeah. Okay, just hang on here.
Just a minute.
Hang on here, Missy.
Here we go. Come on.
She'll probably be sniffing the table.
Yep, probably.
Has she been introduced to Ella yet, or not?
Oh, Ella's inside her kennel.
Oh, really?
She stuck her nose in there and Ella hissed and bounced backwards, startled Missy, and Missy started barking. But gradually during the day, Missy had become, she stopped barking. She still growls under her breath sometimes. So it'll be like that for 2 or 3 days until the cat news is just boring.
But you feel safe with the cat and Missy together? Like there's no, Missy's not going to take a chomp out of her?
Not, well, the pussycat is only inside the kennel. They're never together.
Oh, they're never together?
No.
Oh, okay.
In 2 or 3 days, when she's bored with the smell of the cat, we'll go down into the basement and Rainey will hold the kitten and I'll have Missy on a leash and they can come nose to nose in 2 or 3 days. There's not a hurry. There's not a big hurry about it.
You gonna come up and say goodbye, or are you gonna want me to come to the door? Bye, Missy.
Very quick goodbye.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Yep, we got 2 slightly confused, 2 slightly confused animals. And the pets are not doing that well either.
That was a good one, Max. See you.
Good ride.
See you, Missy. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now, as you can see, I've taped this down here so that it won't move. At least that's the plan. And yeah, I think we're about ready to try and get our holder downers on. See if this can go a little faster than yesterday. Now if I can lean it against my finger like this. Okay, now don't move. Possibly all I needed was just one holder downer, but shove this in here just a little bit. Yeah, it's too bad that the stanchions aren't going to go up against the gun tub. I wonder why. That's not like trumpeter. Usually trumpeter makes their photo etch parts so that they're almost perfect. Just trying to shove this in here. Trying to get it just a little bit more on the edge of the railing, or I'm in the edge of the platform. Let me check the monitor. That's not too bad. Okay, it's probably wicking its way along the bottom of the railing right now. I'll come in from the other side. Put a little bit in the middle. Whoops, I bumped the stick. I don't think I actually got anything out of a line. Okay, let's let that cure. I know I didn't show it, but I did use some curing agent here. I'll get this back out of the way. There we go. Now I'm just going to reinforce that later. But let's move over to the right here, and we've got another piece of railing to put on. Maybe it'll fit better. We'll see what happens. This is just sort of an afterthought. Maybe I could take some CA thick. And I know that there's one CA manufacturer that calls their thick gap filler. And maybe I could just carefully fill that gap with just a little bit of CA, because I'm afraid that while I'm working with this part, when I'm trying to glue it onto the bulkhead, I'm going to accidentally, this is very, very precarious. Okay. Now, because of the way this thing is shaped, it kind of wants to stay there all by itself. Sorry about getting my finger in your way. Okay, that's just about got it there. For that one, anyway. Now, maybe I could move this one by pushing in the back of the holder down and see what's going to happen here. That's pretty good. Now this end here has to go the same way. Push it up. I'm looking straight down on it. I can see that it is almost there. That would be almost perfectly vertical. We got a problem here though. Maybe I should move this holder downer more out onto the end. See if it'll stay in the groove. Oops. Ooh, I bumped my part. It's so hard not to do that, especially when you're clumsy. Now, maybe we have to pull it back just a little bit now. I almost need 3 holder downers. Okay, let's get some glue along. Well, this one should go a little bit further towards you. There. Okay, I'm looking straight down on it now, and it appears to be right on the edge. I don't want to get it any closer to the edge. Yeah, let's get this end here adhered, and you know, every so often I get a comment from somebody and saying something about, why don't you spray your curing agent on? Well, this applicator, this bottle that I've got, it actually does have a sprayer on it, but I find that, you know, I can pinpoint where I want to glue a lot better if I use something like this. And I probably use a lot less, otherwise it just goes all over everything in the area. Now I know that when this stuff evaporates, it doesn't seem to leave too much of a stain. So, all right. Now I think that this end here is probably glued down fairly good. So we can work on this end here now. Let's see, how are we doing here? Could we go maybe just a little bit closer to you? Oh. Okay, we are pretty much back to where we were before we had the boo-boo. And I want to try and shove this stanchion just a little bit closer to the gun tub. Like that, if I can. I have re-glued the right-hand side. And maybe that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. And I did use curing agent, so in all likelihood, this piece of rail right here is glued down. I could probably remove the holder downer. Maybe I should and just get it out of the way. Yeah, I'll just very carefully here lift it off. All right, now I can maybe get in here a little easier. Now let's move slowly. Once we get it started, it seems to be easier to apply more and build it up. You might even be able to see it coming through from your side. And then I'll probably use the CA thick to try and fill the gap where the stanchion is. And once it's painted, we're not going to see it unless we think to look there. There, we're getting it now. Now, did any of the glue work its way down the side here? Yeah, I think we pretty much got it. Gotta be careful when I poke with my applicator down into the little tub of glue, because see, this thing bends so easy now that it's been heated so many times to clean it out. Well, maybe 5 times. Okay, let's get some curing agent on that. Just a little bit. That's probably more than enough. No, it didn't quite make it. There, it did now. Okay, I already removed the green tape from the right hand side. I just got to get the left side here. And I'm going to be very careful not to bend this plastic part, or it's going to... Okay, I got the tape. Now, my plan here is to take this whole thing and just sort of lean it forward like this. Kind of let gravity be our friend. Maybe I can retape it. And then I'll be able to work on the gun tubs with a gap filling CA a lot easier. We let gravity be our friend, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it almost wants to stay there by itself. Okay, I've just used one piece of tape here to hold this down. I think it's going to stay. And we'll get this centered in the field of view, and I can get all 3 spots. Now let's move very carefully here, Ron. And we've got some extra thick in the tub here. Now, my experience with this extra thick is it reminds me of the micro crystal clear that we used on the Rodney, on the windows of the Rodney. And that has a tendency to want to just stay in the gap. Now I'll come back. Now this next one is quite a gap. I don't know if it's gonna. It might not go across. It might be just too big. Now I keep bumping that thing. Can I get it to go across here? I need a little bit more. I don't want it to run down either. Maybe I should have the curing agent handy. Just make a little connection there. Yeah, that seems to... If I could just get it to stay. There. Okay, we got that one. This one should be a lot easier. Maybe I didn't need as much as I got there. Maybe I can add a little bit more. If I could get it up just at the top here. Okay, and this other one, it seems to be okay, I think. Yeah, but this one here, there's... I don't know why this doesn't seem to want to... Maybe it is filling in and I just can't see it. I'm looking right through it because it's clear. Let me check the monitor. Oh, it's not a really good shot. Okay, I think it's a lot better than it was anyway. It is. The stanchions are attached now to the gun tubs. Okay, the CA glue is kind of hard to see, but if I move my spotlight around behind, you can see, especially the one on the left there. Yeah, you can see the posts are connected. Okay, what do we got here? Almost 2:25. I just got back from my ride. Went to McDonald's in Transcona. Nothing special. Nice and warm out. Nice day, beautiful day. No, I don't think there is anything left I can do now before I do some painting. Yeah, we got all our photo etch bent and pieces stuck on the plastic where they're supposed to. And yeah, we did these two today. The rest of this stuff, it has to wait until the painting's done. And I think some of the small pieces I can paint now, because as I mentioned before, I would like to do the white all at the same time. I think we might have another module yet to do in step 20, but I think we are fast getting to the end of inside bulkheads. Yeah, what is 20 anyway? Okay, yeah, 20 is another inside bulkhead. And then we start, in 21 we move on to little boats. And I think that's going to be it then for bulkheads that we don't already have, unless, what about this piece here? Oh, that's the beginning of the island. Yeah, it almost looks like it's showing it upside down. No, it couldn't be. Yeah, it could be. I guess we'll know when we get there. Okay, well, there is one more thing that we can actually do. Okay, I know that I'm in step 20 instead of back at 19, but what happened was I was looking at these pieces that we've got here, and I was thinking, at what point do I paint them? Do I paint them when I stick them on, whatever they go on? So I looked ahead in 20 here, and sure enough, this piece, which is this piece, it gets stuck onto, it looks like this piece, and then this piece gets mounted onto this piece. So we actually are going to be needing this, so I may as well just go ahead and get it. Well, there's one piece left here, and it is the G2, and here's G2, so we're going to need G2, and then we're done with the G sprue. May as well just nip it off, and then we're done with it. Maybe I'll write on the back of it G2, because it's going to possibly get mixed up with the others that we're going to be getting here. Okay, now I don't want to write on the side that has the detailing, so I'll do it at the top because we're probably only going to need the... Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're done with the G sprue. Another one for the wall, if we were still doing that. Okay, yeah. I guess I could go ahead and clean this up, couldn't I? Okay, now this part, there's no photo etch on it, so I can handle it rather, you might say, roughly. But it's going to go something like this. If I can get it to lock into place there. It's wants to bend on me. There we go. That's the way that goes. And then this other piece that we just put the railing on today, it's going to go on where? I thought it was supposed to go on here. Well, we'll figure it out. But that's going to have to be tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.